What's good? Welcome to another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce, and today we're going to talk about assets and liabilities. Know the difference or go broke right after the intro. We back once again. This is Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce. If you like the content we're putting out here on this channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell so you can get all the content we release. Now let's get into today's topic, assets and liabilities. Know the difference or go broke. Now you probably heard the terms assets and liabilities before, so I'm not going to get too technical. I'm just going to keep it brief for you. So that's assets are pretty much anything that's putting money in your pocket. And a liability is anything that's taking money out of your pocket. So, and if you fail to realize, know the difference between the two, you'll find yourself in continuous financial hardship. Trust me, I know from personal experience. And so basically, I'll give you some examples of assets. Like an example of an asset would be like a vending machine, upgrading your studio for better sound, or because you're preparing to take on maybe new clients, getting a better PC to run your Adobe software to increase your production time. Even buying a pair of Jordans can be an asset if you plan on reselling those Jordans for more than what you paid for them. So those are some examples of assets. I know, like vending machines, like, that's anything, you're going to put somewhere, as long as you keep it stocked up with snacks or whatever, or drinks, it's going to make money for you. So eventually it's going to pay for itself. So that's an asset. So just remember that an asset is anything that you buy that puts money in your pocket. So a liability is going to be, like I said, anything that's taking money out of your pocket. So examples of liabilities would be something like if you're partying every weekend, eating out several days a week, buying the latest iPhone every time a new one releases. Unless you're developing apps or handling business transactions, the money spent on expensive phones can easily be used to purchase an asset that will increase your income. Buying a home beyond your means can also be a liability. Unless you're renting out some parts of the home, you rent out some of the rooms or something, or in some cases you rent out the entire house. Most times, like I said, purchasing a home beyond your means is a liability. There are a few examples of assets and liabilities, and there are some exceptions to some of the ones that I named. So you just kind of use your discretion. Make sure you research, do your due diligence, so you can know what you're getting yourself into before you commit. Your goal pretty much should be, when it comes to your assets and liabilities and kind of staying out of debt, keeping yourself financially out of the hole, so to speak, your goal would be to live on 70% or less of your monthly income. That's so you can invest and save what's left, that last 30%. So remember, the only thing that separates the poor, the middle class, and the rich is simply how they spend their money. For instance, the poor people, they tend to buy items that depreciate in value, like 4K TVs, expensive shoes and clothes, that type of thing, or status items. For instance, like middle class, they earn more money, but they tend to spend it on expensive liabilities like homes beyond their means, expensive club memberships, expensive cars that take a huge portion of their income to maintain. And so the rich, they simply just, over time, they continue to purchase assets that gain value over time, or assets that continuously generate extra income for them. So you need to decide which category you fit in and make the necessary adjustments for your success. So, like I said, we all have, whether you're rich, poor, middle class, we all have 24 hours in a day, and we all have money passing through our hands. So it's up to you what you do to that money. What you do with that money, excuse me. So basically, look at your money as like they're soldiers, and their job is to go out and recruit more soldiers. So recruit more money, make more money. So you want your money to work for you. That's why purchasing assets is so detrimental to your financial success. So just keep in mind, assets could be, it depends on how much money you're willing to invest into certain assets. Every asset doesn't have to be something where you have to start an LLC. Maybe buying stocks is your thing, or day trading, or buying some Bitcoin or something, buying art. It's up to you. Just make sure you research, and like I said earlier, do your due diligence and research on what you plan on investing your money and your hard-earned money. And so, like I said earlier, to get back on the topic, it's assets and liabilities. An asset, remember, is anything that's going to continuously put money in your pocket, and a liability is anything that's going to continuously take money out of your pocket. So just know the difference between the two. Research on ways that you can grow your money, turn your money into soldiers so they can work for you while you sleep. Basically, that's it. You know those two, know how to self-discipline yourself. You should be all right. And, constantly continue to learn, because we all students in this game. I don't know everything. So you already know how I do. If there's something in particular that I left out or some more information you feel like can be beneficial to the community, make sure you leave it in the comment section. And we're going to keep it pushing like that. So you guys know I'm going to leave you with a book that goes along with the episode so you can do some further research into what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably have already heard of this book. It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That's Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So like I said, if there's anything in particular you would like me to cover on this channel, just let me know in the comment section. I drop videos every week. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get all the latest content and take your career to the next level. That wraps it up for another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce. Follow me on IG at Tony Bruce TV and Facebook at Tony Bruce Music. Till next time, remember, make moves, not excuses, and I'm out. Y'all be safe.
My soul is seasoned. I ponder over ganja, searching for deeper meanings. Like, what if when I wake, man, I'm dreaming. Somebody wake me up. I was flying through the sky, then my